In this video, you will learn about how to use loops in PHP. So often when developers write code, they need to run a code of block again and again for certain number of times. And that code of block runs until a specific condition is true or false. There are four types of loops that are used in PHP. These loops are while loop, do while loop, a for loop, and for each loop. In today's video, we will learn about while, do while, and for loop, but for each loop is normally used to iterate through arrays. So we will learn about the for each loop in the arrays lesson. A while loop loops through a block of code as long as the specified condition is true. The syntax of the while loop is very simple. We need to provide a condition, and inside the parentheses, we need to provide a block of code that we want to execute over and over again. Let's see an example of how to use a while loop. Here is an example of while loop in PHP. So over here, you can see that $x is equal to 1 is the initialization. Then we have a while loop, and inside the while loop, we have a condition. This condition says that execute this loop until $x value is less than or equal to 5. And inside these code blocks, we have a statement echo the number is $x. So this line will print the value of $x with the break line. And in the last, we have an increment counter. As you remember, in previous slide, we discussed that a loop should have an initialization, a condition, and an increment counter. Over here, we are incremented x by 1. This loop will keep running until value of x becomes greater than. Open your favorite text editor like Visual Studio Code or Sublime Text and create a folder named loops-in-php in the root folder of your WAMP or XAMPP installation. That will be www.root or htdocs folder. Inside this loops in PHP folder, I will create a new file called index.php. In the file, I will start writing the code using the PHP tags, and over here we will write while loop in PHP. So as you know, this is a multi-line comment. We will do 3 steps. So first we have to initialize. Secondly, we will add condition, and third, increment counter. So for initialization, I will add $x is equal to 1. Then for adding condition, I will write while $x is less than equal to 5. Inside the while loop block, I will add a statement value of x and I will concat $x, and after $x I will add a br, so each line is printed on a new line, and under this line I will add the increment counter, and that we can do by using $x plus plus. So this will increment the value of $x by 1. Each time the loop will run, the value of $x will be incremented by 1. Once the value of $x will become 6, like it will be greater than 5, then this loop will evaluate to false and the control will go out of this while loop. So here we can print that echo finished. Let me save this file and let us run this while inside the browser. But before running this code, make sure that Apache server is running in your WAMP or XAMPP server. I will add the URL localhost/loops in PHP. Once I hit enter, you can see that value of x is printed 5 times. And after the loop is finished, the last line that was outside of our while loop is also printed. What if we change the condition of this loop to run until 50 times? Let me change the condition so $x is less than equal to 50. And let me fix this also. So if I run this loop again, this loop has run 50 times. The loop value started from 1 and it ended until 50. We can change the increment counter also. We have a $x plus plus. This means that $x should be incremented by 1. But what if I want a step of 5? I will do $x plus $x is equal to $x plus 5. Now if I run this loop, it will be incremented by 5 steps. Hit Ctrl R, or I will select this option, reload. The difference between the loop counters is of 5. So first value is 5, the next is 6, then 11, 16, and it gone until the 46. Last iteration was 46 because when you add up 5 into 46, it will become 51. And that is where our loop evaluates to false. And the last value printed over here is 46. After we have seen the basics of while loop, let us look what is a do-while loop. A do-while loop is a variant of while loop. The difference between a while and a do-while loop is that, as you have seen previously, a while loop evaluates the condition before the start of the loop. But in a do-while loop, the condition is evaluated at the end of the loop, and it will always execute the block of the code once. In the end, it will check the condition and repeat the loop while the specified condition is true. The syntax of do while loop is that we add a keyword do, then this block of code and the code to be executed. And in the end, we add the keyword while, and inside the parenthesis, we have a condition. These loops will execute once, and in the end, it will check if the condition is true, then the code will be executed more until the condition evaluates to true. Over here, we have first of all initialization. We are initializing $x equal to 1. Then we have a keyword do, and inside these code blocks we have echo the number is $x, and we are incrementing $x over here. And at the end of the code block outside we have while keyword, and inside the while keyword we have condition that is evaluating, and we have $x is less than equal to 5. This loop will run until this condition evaluates to true. Let us write this code in PHP and run it. So inside index.php, I will comment this code and start writing code for the do while. I will add my comments over here, do while loop in PHP. I will add an initialization, $x is equal to 1. Then the loop syntax is do, and inside the loop I will add echo value of x is, and I will concat $x over here, and to print it on a new line I will add a br. Br is an HTML tag that will print the line into a new line. And after this line, I will add an increment counter, $x plus plus. Over here, we will add while, and inside while, we will add our condition $x is less than equal to, suppose 10. And in the end, I will uncomment this line, so echo the loop is finished. This line should execute after this loop finishes. I will right click and select the option reload. The value of x is 1 and it has printed 10 times. The value of x is 10. And after the loop finishes, the loop is finished statement is also printed. So what if we change the condition to 50? And let's check it again. Press Ctrl R. The loop has ran 50 times. And what if we change the step counter instead of 1 to 5? So I will add over here x plus is equal to 5. This line is equivalent to $x is equal to $x plus 5. Code has ran 50 times and the last value that is printed is 46. The last loop type that we are going to learn today is for loop. The for loop loops through a block of code for a specified number of times. And the syntax of a for loop is that instead of specifying initialization condition outside of the loop, normally we specify the initialization, the condition and the increment or decrement counter inside the for loop. After specifying the initialization, the condition and increment, the code to be executed for each iteration is added inside these code blocks. Let us see this an example for loop syntax. We have specified the keyword for and inside the parentheses we have added $x is equal to 0, $x is less than equal to 10 and the increment counter is $x plus plus. And inside the code blocks we have added echo the number is $x and then a BR. And I will add my comments for loop in PHP. Over here I will add for $x is equal to 0, $x is less than equal to 10, $x plus plus. And inside the code block I will add echo value of x in for loop is $x. This I will concatenate a BR. So let us run this code inside the browser. Press enter. The value of x inside loop is 0 as our initialization was 0 and it is run until the value of x in for loop is 10. And the last line after the for loop has also run, the loop is finished. Let us run this loop for suppose 50 times. So I will change the condition over here to 50. Save it, press Ctrl R. That loop has run 50 times. In this PHP beginner series, you have learned about loops in PHP. And if you want to read about the latest technologies, please visit our blog programmerblog.net. If you like this video, please like and share it and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you and goodbye.